Welcome to this video. Let me introduce the most common user story splitting techniques that help you write smaller user stories. Why are smaller stories so important? Because they lead to smaller iterations and faster delivery, which is vital in software development. Split by workflow steps. In this technique, we try to break down the user story by the distinct steps in a workflow. The original story was the following. As a user, I want to search for products on the e-commerce site. If we split it into steps, we can get the following 3 user stories. As a user, I want to type my query into the search bar. As a user, I want to see search suggestions as I type. As a user, I want to see a list of products. Running through the stories, we can cut the second story out of the release and develop it later. Split by business rules variations. In this method, we break down the user story based on different business rules that apply. The original story is the following. As an e-commerce administrator, I want to create coupon codes. This story can be split into the following stories. As an e-commerce administrator, I want to set up a fixed amount coupon code. As an e-commerce administrator, I want to set up a percentage-based coupon code. As an e-commerce administrator, I want to set up a free shipping coupon code. As an e-commerce administrator, I want to set up a BOGO coupon code. Here, the team can decide which option is the most relevant from a business perspective and implement that first. Split by data variations. In this case, you need to split the story based on variations in the data that the feature needs to handle. The original user story is the following. As a user, I want to filter search results based on different criteria. The story can be split into. As a user, I want to filter search results by price range. As a user, I want to filter search results by rating. As a user, I want to filter search results by category. As a user, I want to filter search results by brand. Here, the team can choose between the most common use case or the simplest solution to implement first. Split by user roles. With this technique, you can split the story based on different user roles interacting with the system. The original story is the following. As a user, I want to manage my account settings. The story can be split into. As a standard user, I want to update my personal information. As an admin, I want to update any user's account settings. As a guest, I want to view account settings but not edit them. Here, the team can decide to initially treat everyone as a guest who can't edit settings. They might ask support for help. Then allow members to edit only their own settings. And finally, allow admins to edit any user's settings. Alternatively, they could start with everyone having admin rights and add limitations later. Split by operations. Using this technique, you can divide the story by different operations such as create, read, update, and delete. The original story is, as an admin, I want to manage user accounts. The story can be split into. As an admin, I want to create new user accounts. As an admin, I want to update user account details. As an admin, I want to view a list of user accounts. As an admin, I want to delete user accounts. Deleting is a common case that often isn't implemented initially because it can involve many processes. It's common that the delete function can't be initiated by the user, and it's managed by the support. Split by happy path and edge cases. With this technique, you can speed up the development by skipping error handling and other edge cases, and focusing only the main path. The original story is, as a user, I want to reset my password if I forget it. The story can be split into, as a user, I want to reset my password successfully using my email. As a user, I want to receive an error message if I enter an invalid email. As a user, I want to receive an error message if I enter the email in the wrong format. Handling all error paths can be a huge overhead in most developments. Therefore, it's important to identify these possibilities and decide how to handle them based on how common they are. This list can be expanded with more edge cases as they are identified. Split by performance. Splitting based on simple and more complex implementations helps you avoid facing technical depths in the early iterations. The original story is, as a user, I want to upload product photography. The story can be split into, as a user, I want to upload a single image. As a user, I want to upload multiple images. As a user, I want to see progress bars for each file upload. It's easy to see that uploading a single file could be enough to launch the MVP. Split by interfaces. Similarly to main path technique, splitting the story based on different interfaces helps you to focus on the most valuable user journey. The original story is, as a user, I want to receive notifications. The story can be split into, as a web user, I want to receive notifications in my browser. As a mobile app user, I want to receive push notifications. As a user with email notifications enabled, I want to receive notifications via email. For notifications, it often means different functions. It's important because an in-app notification can be much cheaper than a push notification or an email service. This technique can also include supporting different web browsers well, like Chrome, EE, Safari, etc. Defer performance improvements. Deferring performance improvements means first implement a basic version, then enhance it for performance. The original story is, as a user, I want to be able to view images in the gallery without long loading times. The story can be split into, as a user, I want to view the original high-resolution images in the gallery. As a user, I want to view a high-resolution version of an image when I click on a thumbnail. As a user, I want images to load progressively as I scroll through the gallery. Initially, the gallery can just show the high-res images, but developing thumbnails or auto-generating them for quicker loads can be a separate task. I hope you liked the video. Write simpler stories and speed up the delivery process by applying these techniques on your backlog, and don't forget to follow us for more content.